my customers will walk through the building and ask me, has the power washing been done? And this is Molly.
Hi, Molly. This is Ron from Pro Power Wash. How are you doing today?
Hey, Ron, I'm doing great, better than I deserve.
Alrighty, I tried to get a hold of you last week, had a little tough time, but I wanted to get a hold of you. I'm doing a seminar in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and I'm taking some testimonials and things over the telephone from customers. And basically, what I'm trying to teach these guys in South Carolina is what it takes to get a property manager or maintenance company's business in the service industry, such as pressure washing, sweeping, whatever it takes. And you've been a customer now for ours for a while, and maybe what it takes to actually keep the business as well.
Well, definitely what we look for in a power washing vendor or any services that I might contract out is just a commitment to quality. Is somebody who definitely knows what they're doing. Isn't just going to go out and just wet up the concrete, but actually is going to remove the stains, the gum, the filth that my customers expect me to remove.
You're relatively new with us. In your experience prior, did you find that it was a problem with other pressure cleaning companies that they didn't perform and they didn't do those things?
The number one problem that I have with my power washing contractors that I've used before is accountability. I never knew if they were there. My customers will walk through the building and ask me, has the power washing been done? And when I'd go out there, I couldn't tell the difference. I never knew when it was done, and you could never tell the difference. The concrete always looked the same.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to ask this question. I guess it seems kind of silly, but I think I know what the answer is going to be. With us, you can tell that that's the situation.
You have always been able to tell the difference from when you guys have been there and when you haven't been there. There's a whole different feeling on the concrete if you can feel concrete. And I guess because I'm in the industry and I'm in the service industry, I'm looking for the details. And when you've gone through, when any of your techs have gone through, like the cracks, the seams, the corners, the pillar areas, all of these things that I don't have an accumulation of dust, cobwebs, anything like that. It's all clean.
Oh, fantastic. That's fantastic. Just so you can help me out, what actually got you to take a look at us? What was it? Just the persistency, or did you like the demonstrations we gave, the mailers we sent to you? What actually first got our relationship going? Because I'm sorry, Molly, I don't really remember.
Well, the way we came about to find you was through a referral, and I heard good things from them, and convinced me to not only try and let you onto any of my properties. As a building service contractor, I'm kind of skeptical of who I allow to know what kind of buildings I have, and when we thought that we needed to get a new pressure washing company, we heard good things about you first off, but then we saw great things from you. We saw that you were able to remove consistently the gum, the spills, the grease trap. We have these dirty dumpster enclosures, and you were able to get those clean. When we saw that, it totally convinced me that was the way to go, that we had a power washing company that was accountable. And that was the biggest selling point for me.
Well, fantastic, fantastic. Now, recently, we've implemented something new, and that's our Power Wash Stencils. And you were able to see what those were, and we did them on a couple of new properties that you're pursuing. How did you feel that was, not just an aid for us to use, but how do you feel it's an aid for you to use in dealing with your customers?
Well, it definitely will show them the clean spot. And, seeing is definitely believing. And when you see the stencil, and you see, that it definitely is clean when the surface all around is dirty. It makes an impact with my property manager, my building owner, whomever I'm accountable to. They know that I'm looking for the best services for them, and when they see the stencil, not only is it a great, if you want to say branding tool to really brand your company, to really make an impact on it, but it definitely just makes the best impression possible because you start off making that clean impression. So it aids me with obviously having a happy property manager or a happy building owner. They know that I'm looking for the very best, and when they look at that stencil and they're able to see whether it's your name, my name, or whomever, then obviously they can get those areas clean.
Okay, now, just another quick question. Have you used it yet to a customer or to a potential client yet in the field? Have you actually used it yet? And any opinions from them at all?
I have used it. I've actually walked the building with our client. We wanted to show the demo area. We had a particularly difficult building, lots of gum. And him and I were walking the building, talking about pricing, talking about the building. And I knew where your demo area was, and I knew that we were coming up on it, but I definitely wanted his eyes to go to it. And his eyes were attracted to it the very first thing he saw, and that definitely made a huge difference for him. He saw the clean impression. It was a shock. And so, it was a great shock value for him. He was able to see the clean area. He had a lot of gum in that area, and you had your logo there, and it definitely made a big impression for him. And I think it instilled some confidence into him about the services that you could provide for him.
Fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. Hey, in closing, Molly, I'm going to be. Is there anything that you could tell a room full of 100 service cleaners? What would be just a great thing besides power wash stencils and being consistent and obviously doing the best service? Is there any other things that you like to add that could help them get shopping center business and commercial business?
Well, I think that shopping center, commercial business, all of those things, that will multiply with it. Will grow word of mouth. If you're accountable, if you're quality driven, if you're consistent, the business will come. It has to come. People will get quality service when they see it, if it's consistent. You can't roller coaster, you can't go up and down, you can't be great one week and bad the next, because you're only as good as last night's service. Last night's power wash, you're only as good as last night's service. It's as simple as that.
All right. Well, hey, thanks a lot, Molly. Hey, I appreciate your time, and I'm sure these guys they gain a lot of knowledge. You're kind of a specialized customer. When you're a maintenance company, as well. Knowing about my company, we deal with tons of property management companies like you do directly, and you're kind of unique. We have our third-party management companies, we have our owners, we have our developers, we have our asset management companies. And as well as I do, that's all the people that we kind of deal with. I appreciate your time today, taking the time to help me out and help these guys out, and I'm sure they do as well. I will once again thank you, and I want you to know that have a great week.
Thanks, Ron. Have a good week yourself.
Thank you.